There's a reason you've clicked on this video. It wasn't random. It wasn't coincidence. It was influence. Subtle, invisible, calculated. You see, there's an unspoken layer of control in this world, one that determines who rises and who obeys. It operates quietly beneath the surface of every conversation, every scroll, every transaction. You've felt it before. That strange pull that makes you trust someone instantly, buy something you didn't need, or agree with a person who never raised their voice. That's manipulation. The truth is, the world isn't run by the strongest or even the smartest. It's run by those who understand how to plant thoughts in other people's minds without ever being caught doing it. Welcome to the forbidden file, the one they never meant for you to open. The architecture of control. Every human interaction is a battlefield of invisible signals. Words, they're the weakest weapon. The real war happens in tone, in rhythm, in energy. Influence begins with understanding one thing: the brain's desperate need for certainty. Our minds are wired to follow whoever makes us feel safe, or whoever appears to know what's happening next. The confident ones, the calm ones, the ones who speak slowly and with conviction. They trigger an ancient instinct. This person must be the leader. That's the first secret of manipulation. You don't have to be right, you just have to look certain. The politicians know this. The CEOs know this. The influencers with millions of followers definitely know this. They all play the same psychological game: anchor, frame, and dominate perception. When someone anchors your focus on what they want, they control your emotional range. When they frame how you view something, they control your judgment. And when they dominate perception, they don't even need to argue. Your mind fills in the blanks for them. You think you're choosing freely, but your options have already been chosen for you. You think you're rebelling, but even that rebellion has been marketed to you. That's how deep it runs. Every movement, every trend, every viral narrative online, they're all fragments of influence designed to make you react. Because the easiest person to control is the one who believes they can't be controlled. So, how do you see through it? You start by watching for emotional cues. The moments someone uses urgency, guilt, or praise to guide your decisions. When you feel emotionally charged, pause. That's the mark of manipulation. Because true influence never makes you rush, it makes you trust. And once you can see the patterns, you can use them. The Puppeteer's Handbook. This is the most dangerous level of manipulation because it doesn't force belief. It creates it from within. When a skilled manipulator wants you to do something, they don't demand, they design. They give you a frame that leads to a conclusion you think you discovered yourself. It's like a mental maze where every turn feels like your choice, yet every path leads exactly where they wanted. For instance, they might use selective truth, giving you fragments of reality that form a misleading picture, or moral inversion, making something toxic sound noble, like sacrificing for the greater good. Governments use this, corporations use this, even relationships use this. It's manipulation wrapped in emotional logic. You believe you're doing the right thing, while someone else reaps the benefit. And this is where self-awareness becomes your shield, because the only mind that can't be manipulated is the one that knows why it feels what it feels. Once you start questioning the origins of your emotions, why do I suddenly trust this person? Why does this message feel urgent? Who benefits from my reaction? The power shifts instantly. Manipulation feeds on blindness. Awareness starves it. But there's another level, a darker, rarer one, where influence becomes creation, where you don't just resist manipulation, you become the one who shapes perception itself. The Alchemy of Influence. Let's step deeper into the forbidden file, the part no one talks about publicly, the transformation from the manipulated to the manipulator. This isn't about deception, it's about control of self, of emotion, of projection, because the most powerful form of influence begins not with others, but with you. When your emotions are steady, your presence becomes magnetic. When your attention is sharp, your communication becomes surgical. When your self-perception is elevated, people automatically mirror it. This is the paradox of influence. To control others, you must first master yourself. You can't influence effectively if you need validation. You can't manipulate if you crave approval. You can't project dominance if you're secretly insecure. That's why the elite, they all practice emotional neutrality. They study persuasion not as a trick, but as a tool of survival. They know that energy obeys hierarchy, and hierarchy is written not in status, but in self-belief. The person who believes their thoughts are valuable makes others believe it too. The one who believes they deserve respect gets it without asking. The secret isn't arrogance, it's emotional sovereignty, the ability to move through the world untouched by manipulation, because you understand the mechanics behind it. So if you want to master influence and manipulation, start where it truly begins, in your own brain. Train your tone to remain calm under pressure. Train your body language to remain grounded under scrutiny. Train your eyes to see not just what people say, but why they say it. The forbidden truth. Here's the truth they never wanted you to hear. Influence and manipulation are not evil. They're neutral. They are forces, like fire or gravity, used by those who understand them and feared by those who don't. The same skill that can enslave millions can also set a mind free. When you master these tools, you stop being a pawn in someone else's strategy. You become the architect of your own perception. The next time you walk into a room, remember, every word, every glance, every pause shapes how the world bends around you. Influence isn't loud, it's not desperate, it's quiet, deliberate, and absolute. And once you see it, truly see it, you'll never be manipulated again. You'll be the one writing the script.